Hello everybody and welcome to my Gotham episode 13, welcome back Jim Gordon review. Before we start, I just want to say that I have planned out, it's blurry, it's glared. Nope, there it is. Have it planned out, episodes of reviews planned out through pretty much through the 14th, so the end of not this weekend but next weekend. And I will be caught up by the time episode 19 of Gotham, 16 of Arrow, and 15 of Flash all air. So I'll be caught up by then. Hopefully, that is the plan. I slipped last weekend and uploaded any because I was sick and couldn't record any. You might be able to tell that I'm still a little bit congested. And it was a really, really bad cold. I was in bed for 3 days straight. I could not get out of bed. It was terrible. But I am out of bed, clearly. Now, been a good week, spring break, going over to Baton Rouge. Why is that all glary all of a sudden? Oh, for a mission trip. And so that's exciting. I'm really excited for that. We leave Sunday. So yeah. Also, one more thing before I start. Instagram, my Instagram page, I'll be doing like weekly things on my Instagram page. For one topic of like a comic book kind of thing. Next week is going to be DC week. Following week will be Marvel, and then a week break, and then a month of Nightwing because it'll be April, and April is when this year is 75 years of Dick Grayson. He came out in April of 40. I think 40 something. 1940, I think, is when he came out. So that is really cool, really exciting that he is 1940. Sounds right. In Detective Comics number 38. Sorry. Trying to keep my phone unlocked so I have my notes for this episode. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get into this episode. Jump right in. This is a good episode. It pretty much followed Gordon getting back into the GCPD and him getting back into the swing of things, and Fish and Butch, their storyline and how that's all happening. So that is the basic thing. And of course, number 5, I always mention Edward or in every video for the most part, and I will in this video. Gordon answers one of Ed's riddles to get an answer to part of the mystery and part of the, not mystery, like the crime. There we go. So that was really neat to kind of see. And we also see Ed a little bit more interact with Kris Kringle and with Flask, and he's making fun of her because she wrote her like a love note kind of thing. So he's making fun of her for that. Poor little guy. It's too bad. But that's number 5. Number 4. Gordon's relationship with Penguin. He asks someone to find something out because he couldn't, and what happens is that his witness for the crime that they're investigating in this episode is killed, and in the GCPD, and he's pissed because the guy came to the precinct willingly to help the case. And he was killed, and Gordon's pissed because it's supposed to be a place of sanctuary, like he came on his own, and you're supposed to protect him, and we didn't. And so he believes it's an inside job. One of the cops killed him. And so Gordon has to get answers, and that goes to Penguin. And it's kind of like Fish's and Harvey's relationship, except not as like romantic, because two guys, nothing wrong with that. Let's not get into that. Never mind. Moving on. Nice little build upon the Gordon and Penguin relationship. Number 3, Fish's kind of advances story. Last episode, she's taken hostage by Falcones, and we see her tied up, and this guy's gonna like start torturing her. And then Butch ends up coming to rescue Fish, and they get away. And then near the end of the episode, they're back at the nightclub, and Zaz comes and attacks Fish and Butch. Like, they come to take down Penguin, who's now in charge of the nightclub, and Zaz comes and stops them, and Fish gets away, but Butch is left behind, and we get to know what happens in a couple episodes, but we'll get into that once we get there. It's really cool to see. Sorry, I just got a text and distracted me. To see their kind of continuation of their story, and it does get a lot better. And at the end of it, Fish ends up leaving town. Harvey tells her that you need to leave town, you need to get out of here. And then we see the kind of more romantic ties as they kiss goodbye, and Fish leaves, and Harvey is all like torn up that she's left. Poor Harvey. We've never seen this much emotion, I don't think, from Harvey. And this side of emotions, I mean. We've seen passion, but not like romantic. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But we do see more emotion from Harvey as Fish leaves. Number 2, the GCPD involvement with Gordon in this episode. Like I said earlier, inside job with the witness being killed. Gordon accuses the cop, and if you accuse a cop, especially in a town like Gotham, the cops will start turning on you, and they do. But everyone doesn't like this person. Flask is who Gordon is going after, and ends up that even the captain tells Flask to shut up when he starts saying when it's the final confrontation between Flask and Gordon in like the big room that they have for the set for the precinct. Gordon and Flask are arguing, and the captain tells him to shut up and arrests him. The captain arrests him, and at that point all the cops have Gordon's back, and welcome back, and Jim Gordon is basically the message that sends. Gordon's been out, and now he's back in, and the cops have his back, which is good to know, because in a city where the cops don't have your back, whether you're a cop or not, is not good. You're not going to last long. So having the cops on his side will definitely help in the future, especially with the tensions building between Falcones and Maronis and the Wayne murder and all that. And now going into talk about the Wayne murder, going into number 1, Bruce is trying to find Selena to kind of keep her close so he's hopeful that when Gordon finds who really killed the Waynes, that he is able to get Selena to be a witness and talk about who killed the Waynes, and if that's him or not, and testify against him. Unfortunately, Selena gives away her poker face and says that she doesn't know anything. She didn't see it. She made it all up. She did see it happen. We do know she saw it happen, but she lied about seeing the guy's face. So that was kind of the big reveal of this episode, and it was kind of like, well, what the heck? And she did it for kind of political immunity, I guess. Or no, she did it to stay out of juvie. What am I saying? She did it to stay out of juvie, and it worked. And she was able to escape from Gordon, and she stayed out of the juvie that way. So now she's free from everyone, and Bruce kind of gives up for a little while, but he gets back on the saddle a little later. But that's it for this episode. It was a good episode. The next 2 episodes are amazing. The next one is The Fearsome Dr. Crane, and then the following one's called The Scarecrow, a 2-part episode, and it was phenomenal. Really liked it. Really loved the episode. So we'll be starting that 2-parter later today, and then Scarecrow review will go up tomorrow. So that'll be all. I've been Never Gamer. Over to like, favorite, subscribe, and go follow my Instagram channel for all of those posts. Mondays will be Media Mondays, where the topic of the week will be focusing on a TV show or a movie or a video game about that topic. Tuesdays are going to be Team Up Tuesdays, the character of the week. Normally it'll just be a character, not an entire group. Obviously the team up for next week for DC Week is going to be the Justice League. Team Up, and then we have Wednesdays where we have Worm Wednesdays, so I'm just talking about the comics. Thursdays are going to be Tidbit Thursdays, this little fun facts. And Fridays are going to be Ferocious Fridays, the villains, basically the topic. 6, which will be Saturdays will be Superhero Saturdays, the males, and Sundays will be Superheroine, the females. So don't forget to go follow that, because it'll be really fun. I'm really looking forward to doing it. So until next time, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. God bless. See you then.